I was just like, Mama, I don't think I've had this many conversations in one day, back to back to back. My phone was off the hook, my private messages, my DMs, like everybody was just, there was just a high energy and it felt like everybody in the world felt it. And we weren't all necessarily talking about isogenics, but of course I let it there because they're just like, you just seem like you have so much, like, what's going on? You're radiant, like, what's happening? Like, your energy's flowing through. And I just used the whole Tony thing, like, really got excited and I moved my body and I had the emotion. So it's been awesome. It's been a game changer for sure. And I just need to keep that alive every single day.
Right.
But we have the tools to do it. So
okay, I was going to ask you, how are you going to do that?
I have notes. I have notes. It's like, your motion creates that emotion. So it's just adding that to my, everything that I do, my rituals, my gratitudes and things, my prayer. And then now it's like, okay, I'm going to set the tone for the day.
Good. So. Good. Perfect. And as we talk about the 90-day game plan, I've got some different things to change it up for you so that you guys can always keep that excitement. There's always going to be ups and downs. And even if you've already experienced some of those up and downs to celebration, that's normal. It's extremely natural. But we just have to reach within to grab and use those tools. And I'm so excited that Tony gave us a lot of those tools. Because before we've kind of had to just find them ourselves or listen to other people, but by physically being in that room with him and having him teach us and go through those motions, it became really crystal clear. And I think, Annie, you, I, and a couple other people have already used the hand over heart one, which isn't that amazing? What Brad and I experienced, has anyone else used that yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, oh yeah. What Brad and I experienced, it was in the heat of the moment. It happens. Emotions are high, right? And so we were both edging each other on as to, we got to do what Tony told us to do the hand over heart. And we found that we did it and we didn't really time ourselves. We just did it. And it was probably about anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, right? And I'm like, that wasn't long enough. We actually have to time it to go that 90 seconds. It's a long time, but what an impact those 90 seconds can make if you do it right. Oh, I've got a crying child at the door. Hold on. Carter.
Okay. Who wants to share next?
Okay, what's going on, Parker?
Let's see. I'm going to scroll through.
Okay,
Christina, do you want to share next?
I knew you were going to pick me. We've been, since we've been back from Vegas, we've had a lot going on in regards to work and family and medical stuff. So we've been trying to do what we can while dealing with other stuff. So we've got a couple things going on. We've got we're trying to work on the team that we currently have and trying to get them to build up opposed to just using the products. So one thing from celebration is really that we took away is trying to get the people that we currently have working with us so we can really build the business opposed to just enrolling people and not having the business side of it as well. So, and then I've been trying to reach out to people in London. And I've got 2 people right now that I'm hoping come through. So we'll see how that goes. So little by little, we're working on it for sure.
Great. Excellent.
Mary Kay's talking.
No, I was just going to say alongside of that, I've had people reach out to me and say, hey, my friend saw something about isogenics or is curious about isogenics. Can I give them your information? I'm like, wow, how cool is that? They come to you basically.
Right, because of the posts that we've been posting on Facebook.
Right.
That's the key. Always have them think of you.
Yes.
Nice. Fantastic.
Good job, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Excellent. Bridget, have you shared yet?
No. Okay. So we got back from Vegas really late on Saturday. So Sunday was a little bit of a catch up around with the family. And I actually started a new position in my job. But Jeff has been really working hard on his contact list right now. And Michael Klaus his seminar or little portion really spoke to me because I realized that I wasn't necessarily where my number should be as far as like health and the business mindset. So I'm really working on, getting my number up. And so I've set some goals for the rest of this month into this next month that I really want to work on. But we've been really working on our conversations out and about and connecting with people that way and adding more people to our funnel. Yeah.
Right.
That's where we're
Excellent. And I love the teamwork. No matter how it happens, that teamwork is so important. Great. Excellent. Damon, what are some of your thoughts about celebration?
Well, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, it was about a 12. I was pretty excited about everything. Angie and I sat and talked about how, it was just nice to meet everyone face to face right here in the, up in, that was pretty neat. Again, I think Michael Klaus, what I took from that was, the 24 hours a day, 8 hours you feed your family, 8 hours you sleep, and then 8 hours, you can build the business. And, it kind of made sense, especially with me going back to school and starting to have to work. Daddy daycare is officially over. That really struck me. But I mean, just the entertainment was wonderful. Angelique was outstanding on Friday, that first night. That was great. I think the motivation definitely was there, and I think it's still carrying. I know Angie's she's all over this. She loves it, man. She watched the hour and some odd minute Zoom call last night, and she's getting into it. I'm getting into it, and it's kind of fun. So overall, what I took from is just excitement. So
great, excellent, Damon and Angie. Excellent. I'm going to talk about couples in just a second. So absolutely beautiful. Aaron, what are some of your thoughts from celebration?
I love the. I can't remember which speaker it was. I believe it was Sue. I'm not sure who it was, but she said you get to choose your ending, and I like that a lot because we all come in this at different levels and for different areas in our life, but we do get to. Sometimes we don't control those, but we do get to choose our ending. So I like that a lot.
Right. It's all a choice. Everything is a choice, no matter what's happening in our life. And sometimes it may not feel like a choice, but we have a choice, maybe not as to the situation, but we have a choice as to how we react. We have a choice as to, how we're going to think about it, what we're going to say. Is it a positive? Is it a negative? And just always find the positive, even if it sucks and it's the worst thing ever. There was a reason that God put us in those situations. So we always have to find that conclusion and that reason, or just not even think about it and then move on and go, okay, that's part of what I have right now. So I love that, Aaron. Thank you. Stacia, I know you are muted out, and Sherry, are you guys able to speak? Okay, if you are, jump in and let me know. Jeff, you just jumped on. Jeff, I'd love to hear your thoughts about celebration.
It was awesome, actually. It was pretty much the kick in the arse that I needed to get motivated and get going. Also, part of my 25 years in the military, 5 years of that, I was actually a recruiter and kind of lived the life of getting contacts from everywhere that you possibly could. And, so I had a lot of classes on professional sales skills and keeping that funnel full and the different ways of doing that. And it's just basically for me, it's just kind of getting back into that mindset of that basically everybody I come across could benefit from this product. The military is an intangible product, and it really this is somewhat true because people can't see themselves a lot of times. The way that we see transformation. So it's somewhat of an intangible, and it's kind of hard to make it a tangible form and get them believing. So
Great. All right. So you guys just gave me all kinds of topics to discuss. So I'm just going to go in kind of where do we go from here, right? It's going back to the Michael Klaus with the egg. Yes. Was that
This is
Jill?
Jill. Yes, hi.
Hi, Jill.
I didn't know if it was okay to offer my take home from celebration and interrupt. I'm sorry.
Absolutely, Jill.
All right. I just want, besides what everybody, the enthusiasm from everybody is so contagious, but the confidence in the product, because of the commitment that the company has to the product, gives us repeatable success. And what Dr. Paul and Dr. Mark talked about was the terrific trifecta. I mean, so many things that everybody else said, I took home too, but I thought what they said was so notable. And that was, number one, when you get somebody involved, you have a responsibility to have the support calls with them and make sure they get signed up for the Isobody Challenge, because that increases their success rate, not ours, theirs, so much. And then don't forget the Iso Delights.
We talked about that today.
Yeah.
Who here
So that was the
plans if you have Iso Delights?
I do now.
Yeah, it was pretty much 90%, Jill.
Okay.
She's curious because she doesn't think that you need to cleanse with Iso Delights because she does it with almonds. I'm like, oh no, we need Iso Delights. All right, fantastic. Sherry, Stacia, if you guys want to jump in, just go ahead and interrupt me. I'm gonna continue on because we have a decent amount of stuff to talk about today. So thank you so much for giving your thoughts. I want to continue to do this as we move into the more of the 90-day game plan, because reliving and going back to celebration is what's going to keep you at your high. So you want to stay there as much as possible. There's always going to be ups and downs. It's absolute normal. Just remember your tools, your hand over your heart. Your emotion creates motion. Move around, do things. Pace when you talk to people. Smile when you talk to people. Touch them. Reach out. Find your voice. Find that noise that you want to make when it's excitement, when there's love, when there's disappointment, whatever it is, that emotion, find that noise. Stand up, jump up. Who's done that so far? Has anyone done that yet? Right? I haven't done it yet, but I got pretty close today. All right, so the other ways is to follow the 90-day game plan. And that's why as soon as we come back from an event like this, we go right into motion, because that high is there, the energy is there. And like many of you are experiencing right now, people are extremely attracted to your energy. It's like you're not even necessarily doing anything different, but the universe knows your energy. And so they're coming pounding down your door. I mean, many of you have already contacted me that you're receiving referrals. And they're just coming to you, and that's exactly what happens. So continue living out loud. And if you ever see yourself not living out loud at the moment, go watch a video from Celebration. All you need to do is YouTube Celebration 2017, and they'll start popping up. We get new ones all the time. Today we got the one about Flo Rida coming up. Did you guys rewatch that again?
No.
Everybody was in the car. And Chris Nish. Here we're asking, let's see, let me go ahead and do that. We're just asking for a little mute going on. If you guys wouldn't all mind muting. There we go. All right, cool. Thank you guys so much. Make sure our internet connections stay really nice and high. But go back and visit those. All of those huge sessions, like Angelique's 90-day game plan, and Susan Sly, and Michael Klaus, and Tanya and Trudy's are already up. All those videos from their sessions are going to come up for you to view. We should also receive in our back office the complete session of all of the different sessions from Celebration. So you can rewatch these at any time. And Ellie, I know you were live streaming, and Annie, you live streamed until you got there. So you guys already have that. Feel free to bring them back up and share them with others. That's really what gets us excited. Guys, you got to find music. Music is a huge part of keeping you uplifted and energized. Play it loud. When you feel that moment that you're really super excited and happy and you've got that Tony Robbins motion going up and down, play it. But also, Bollywood, fantastic. But also, and it's great for your hips while you're just talking on the phone. But also when you're down, when anything starts to go down a little bit, play that music loud and get it up and rocking, because that will really truly lift you up. You've got to do these tools. And I've said before, and I say it a lot right now because you guys are so, it's so much different working with all of you than I have in the past. And so I know you've heard it over and over, but I have never said it before. So I want you guys to know when I'm talking to you and I say these things, it's because you truly are the ones that are going to make the difference. There's 10% in the world who make a difference, and that is you guys. And I know you're every single one of you. So do the tools that are going to keep you up. I want you to always believe in yourself, and always believe in your abilities and what you can do. I believe in you guys 100%. Absolutely, without a doubt. If you ever have a doubt, you need to contact me or somebody else. And always go to the people that are going to lift you up. We are a very strong team, a community, and a tribe. Every single one of you can go to each one of you, and immediately that person's going to lift you up. So get to really, like you did at Celebration, get to know each other, start talking to each other in between, comment on each other's posts, really create those relationships, because you guys are going to keep each other motivated and super, super high. Now, how do we take all of that we learned, and like Michael Klaus will say, how do we break the eggs, right? Damon, you and Angela are on top of that. You came home and it was just on fire. But part of that was because you had already kept that in motion from the minute you started until today, right? It just hasn't stopped. And so all those emotions that you guys have been going through and the motions, it's just bam, 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 bam. So what can we take from Celebration and crack the eggs and make sure that all of that you truly want is going to keep going? Can I see a hands up for you from all of you that really, oh, hey, Sasha, from all of you that really, really want this and you want it now? And it's okay if you don't, or if you don't know. It just kind of gives me an idea. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to ask you to work harder than you've ever worked before. Your excitement is high. This is the time. We hold celebrations specifically during this time. Kids are back in school. People are ready to do their lives a little bit differently. Summer is over. It's the beginning of a new year for a lot of parents. So it's all done on purpose. So you've got to come out and just rock and roll it as much as you can. The biggest thing to remember is no matter who you connect with, it doesn't matter if they are not interested, all right? Never let that bother you. All you are is reaching out to as many people as possible to find out who is interested. Everyone else in between, it really honestly doesn't matter. And that's what will get people down the most, because they received a no, or they really wanted this for a friend and it wasn't happening, or the friend wasn't interested, or they never responded to them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't care. Are you guys all in line with me about this? You guys are all professionals. You all get that, correct? Perfect. You move on. It's just number. And those that say yes, you link arms with them. And you link those arms so close. So you give them the best coaching you can possibly give them for their health, or the best coaching that you can possibly give for them for their business, or both. But just ask them, what do you want? What can I help you with? Now, when we talk numbers, I'm always going to talk down in numbers for the massive. So whatever we talk about in the masses, you guys either double or triple, because you can and you want it. All right, but it is your choice. You get to completely choose how much time you spend. You get to choose who you work with. You get to choose how you react to, and you get to choose your paycheck depending on how many people you contact. And always know your paycheck is reflective of how many people. It's not how much time. It's not how much effort you put into learning. It's how many people did you actually speak to and connect with. Direct correlation. So how are you guys on and everybody muted, so feel free to unmute if you want to. You should have either begun the 90-day game plan or at least have thought about it a little bit, because I think we all have gone through a 90-day game plan already. Whether you did it correctly, you kind of got comfortable with it, you got a little familiar, or you went gung-ho. Can anyone agree that you've done something like that already? Okay, good. So everyone's ready to rock, 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 rock on this? Okay, you have to push yourself. Sasha, if you don't mind, I'm gonna mute you, love. When I find you. Where are you, Sasha? There. Oh, you are. Thank you, love. All right, cool. Okay. Get crystal clear on your why. Raise your hand. Was that an eye opener? Or let's chat. Let's do chat. Don't raise your hand. If you are able to type, if you're driving, please do not chat. Just wave your hand. But for those of you who has worked on their why, or at least thought about it, who is crystal clear on your why? And know that your why is going to change. It's going to be different. Every convention you go to is going to be different. You're probably always going to have your family as your why, and making the best for your family and for growth for yourself. Those are probably always going to be your why. But there's going to be little differences that happen. So don't overthink it. And a lot of times people spend too much time overthinking their why. Just really kind of dive in, peel your onion back a little bit. Why am I going to work my butt off right now? Why am I really going to get into gear? And if excitement and passion is part of that, go with it. Okay, don't make it too deep right now unless you truly want to, and that's where you need to go. I just want you to get it and know what's going to keep you moving. That's the most important thing. So the why die. All right, the vision. You do have to have the vision. Vision is so important, because if you don't see yourself, and you've got to see yourself, mark in the comments some of the things that you see for yourself. Do you see yourself on stage? Do you see yourself speaking in front of people? Do you see yourself surrounded by a group of people who are so thankful for what you have done? Do you see yourself in the middle of a team picture? Do you see yourself sending your kid to college completely paid for, no student loans? Do you see, all the monetary things? Do you see a new house, a new car? What do you see? Go ahead and mark in, type in on stage. Awesome. Speaking in front of others. Vision. Type in some of the things that you see. Get crystal clear on that, because that's another high. That's another high that will always keep you there. And if you don't have that vision, it's hard to have the gratitude, and then it's hard to have the motivation to do it. They all go hand in hand. So you've got to keep that. Now, if you're doing Growth You and you're doing any of the, my husband's happier. Absolutely. I love that, Ellie. If you're part of Growth You and you really, truly understand this, you're going to really learn what gratitude is and learn how to thank for every single thing. If you're faith-driven or you're part of Healthy Mind and Body or both or any of that, it's so important to have that gratitude. I don't think that anyone in this business can really excel without gratitude. And I have to be honest, I go through ups and downs of remembering to say thank you and remembering to be grateful, because some things can become very typical and very routine, right? And so we just don't think about it. We're like, okay, cool, that was great. No, that was great. And when you really get that and you're really thankful, the abundance comes. I'm pretty sure almost every one of you are pretty spiritual and faith-driven. So when God hears us say those thank yous, that's just pleasing, right? We know that. So don't forget that. Another high. Do those gratitudes. Ever since I have known Annie, she has written down her gratitudes every single day. And it's amazing what she comes up with. She teaches me so much about being grateful and how to really think about that. But she can come up with, I'm thankful I have a car so I don't have to walk in the heat. I'm thankful I have a bed to sleep on so that it's soft and comfortable and I get a good night's sleep. I'm thankful for the sun is shining so I can be happy. I mean, all of these little things that we take for granted, she's writing down on paper. And Annie, if you know Annie, if you met her at all during celebration, is really, truly one of the happiest people I know. And it's just because she's grateful. And I think a lot of that it's very, very in tuned with that. So know your vision. And when you see your vision, thank God you have a solution. right? How many people in our world, and Jeff, you kind of related to it a little bit. You've been to these seminars. You've been taught how to do all of these things, and you've met people from all over the world. But how many times are we truly given a solution that we are in control of, as much as we can be in control, to actually fix things and solve things for ourselves and for people? You know, we have a choice on how we handle everything. We have a choice on our decisions. Not everyone feels like they do. We have a choice on our monetary situation. And that is so important. How many people have those choices? If we're in a situation and we need more money, we know how to fix it. Does everyone know how to fix it? Because if not, we're going to be doing that during the 90-day. Do some shout outs on either raising your hand or in the chat. Do you honestly know how to fix a financial situation if you're in one, and relate it to Isagenix? Does everyone know? My husband is an employee. He doesn't always have it figured out, and that's okay. He's married to someone who has it figured out. All right, when we are stuck with something or something hits us, my mind just immediately goes, okay, I got to work harder tomorrow. Nothing to stress about, nothing to worry about. I have the answer, I have the solution, I know how to do it. I just have to do it. The best way to keep yourself on a high, to always keep yourself up here, is to stay in motion. And when Tony talked about emotion creates motion, I love that. Sorry, I'm reading your chats. But emotion creates emotion. And so when you're in the motion and the emotion of enrolling people, how do you guys feel? All right, Damon and Angela, you guys have just been enrolling like crazy over the last 3 days. Chat with us real quick on how does that make you feel?
Good.
Simple answer. All right, good. That's a little bit more what I'm looking for, that smile and that giggle and that, oh my gosh, we just did something crazy. We just totally helped people. And of course, by helping other people, you help yourself. So however you want to look at it, that's totally fine. But when you really look at the future of helping other people, knowing that you get helped by doing that, you don't even have to think about yourself anymore. You can totally take yourself out of the picture and just realize, oh my gosh, we just helped that person make $50. We just helped that person make $200. We just helped that person get better health than they're ever going to have before. They may not realize it, but we know it. We know it. Do you guys all know that you have that power? Raise your hand or chat. Do you all know you have that power? Were you able to say that before Isagenix? And some of you have absolutely beautiful jobs that you may have. Damon's a teacher, all right? Thank you for that. Powerful job that you can change lives like that. But there's a lot of jobs that may not necessarily be that way. But knowing with Isagenix, you have that power to change someone's health and their wealth just by introducing this to them. All right, so let's keep you on track so that you can do this through the masses. Today's kind of an overall of the 90-day game plan. Then we'll go into depth every single Tuesday and in between. But how do we really, truly get into doing that with the masses? You've got to become really good at certain things. And some things you're not going to be able to perfect because that's your personality, but do your best to really do that. And part of it is your time. Becoming really good with how you spend your time, who you spend your time with, and what do you do when you're with that person. It's not against trying to help someone and give them the best. It is about giving them the best during that amount of time so that you can reach out to a number of people. That's what this is all about. We can help someone for hours and hours and hours, but it's truly up to them to make it work. So we need to become tour guides. We need to become that person. Okay, so I did this with Jill earlier today. Raise your hand if you've ever been on any kind of tour. Okay, it doesn't matter, short, small, great. Okay, get an idea. I want you guys to have this visual because this is your job. And this is what you need to do and really become extremely good at in order for you to make your goals, but to help as many people as possible. And And again, you guys are different. You guys are the 10%. So I'm going to speak to you guys a little bit differently than we do customers. It's completely different. But our job is to enroll and rank advance. That's it. Coach, great health, enroll, rank advance. Really, truly, that's our job. So someone is interested, you're interested in going on a tour. Okay, you're interested. So you reach out to whoever did some great marketing, whoever was referred to you. Somehow that situation spoke to you that you wanted to go on that particular tour. You call them up, you email, you text, you do whatever to get in contact with them. That tour guide then gets you excited and finds out. They ask questions. Where do you want to go? How long do you want to stay there? What do you want to see? What's your budget? How much money do you want to spend? What do you want to get out of this tour? Okay? They answer your questions. You're satisfied. You're like, great, wonderful. I want to go on the tour. I want this. I want that. I want that. And I want this. Okay, perfect. Tour guide gets it all set up. Sounding familiar at all to what we do? Okay, same thing. All right, so now you're talking to the tour guide. The tour guide's sending you tools. And they're sending you websites. They're sending you pictures. They're going to send you an itinerary as to what exactly you're going to do. They ask questions, and then they gave you an itinerary, so you know what to do. They're directing you. All right, then you meet them. You go on the tour. All they're doing is taking you on the best tour that they can possibly give to you. They're coaching you. They're asking questions. They're checking in. They just want to make sure you have the best experience you possibly can so that you give them referrals. Does that sound at all like what we do? Has anyone ever looked at it like that? Changed my world when I heard that at NYKO, Emily Barbara. Aaron's favorite. Well, I don't know. Now we might be having a crush on Angelique. I think everybody does. But Emily Barbara, we are tour guides. That's what we do. And when you do it just like that, you can reach out to the masses and help numbers of people. And you do the same thing over and over. Every situation will be a little bit different. Every person's a little bit different. But you're using the same techniques, the same tools, the same websites, the same way, and the same coaching process. And just a little offshoot, if you guys do not have ISA tools, it is so important for you to get ISA tools. 2 reasons. For one, it is loaded with all the information you could possibly ever need, and it keeps getting loaded. There's always new tools, new videos, new PDFs. The lookbook is on there. You can send people so many different things. You never have to look for anything. You get your contacts in there. You build your contact base. It does take time. But build your contact base. And, sorry, even my phone's getting excited. It fell down all on its own. You build your contact list, and then you just find out, what can I help you with? You came to me for a reason. What do you want? What can I help you with? Bam. Send them one tool. How was that? What was your experience? Bam. Do you want anything else? Do you want another tool? All right, then you enroll them. Once you enroll them, ISA Tools has a campaign. And I apologize for those of you that I've enrolled in the past that I have not put you on this campaign. I didn't catch on to it. It started in January, and I just caught on to it. There is an email campaign that's so much improved than it has been over the years. If you've used it before, is extremely improved. But what it also has is a coaching campaign. So you add them as a new prospect, then you go back in and manage your contact, hit view. It will make sense when you get in there. Click on view, and then click yourself or whoever is going to be the coach. And then you receive emails aligned with their emails. But the company will then tell you, it's day 3. Your customer is going through this. This is a great day to check in with them, see how they're feeling, blah, blah, blah. Specific links that you can then copy, paste, and send to them. I've been doing it for my last 3 people, just put 2 more people on it, 3 more people on it today. Success rate has never been higher. All right, I thought I did some really good coaching before, but now by using this program and using what the company has put together, it was like, really, did it really take me that long to do this? But now I got it. So just make sure you guys are doing it. There is a cost. It's $14.99 per month. But as long as you use it, it's the best thing you can also do. Now, keep in mind, as you grow in your income, you have to have tax write-offs. It's so important to have these. So that will just become one of your tax write-offs. But another way for you to use the tools and grow in the masses, because again, you're just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. All right, you're speaking to them, and you need to have phone calls. You can't just copy, paste through text messages the entire time. You've got to talk to them. They need to hear your voice. They need to see you. So FaceTime, if you're ever going to have a conversation, try and do FaceTime. Leave them voice memos. Let them know that you truly are there for them. But in between, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And it's great when you start enrolling so many people. You're going to enroll so many people on the same day and so many people in the same week that it's super easy to say pretty much the same thing to each person because they were enrolled and started on the same time. That's when things get super fun. When you can just go 1, 2, 3, how is your day today, and go bam, bam, bam. And you've got to keep your tools. You have to keep yourself organized. So whether it's a whiteboard or in your planner or in your 90-day game plan, however it is, but the ISA tools I just talked to you about will also keep you organized because you will receive an email saying it's Sally Ruelas' day 5. Do this with Sally. So that keeps you organized as well. So just make sure you use those tools. And that's how you can do massive action. Like Damon was talking about with Dr. Klaus, we have 8 hours. Probably a lot of us have 8 hours spread throughout the day that we can do stuff. But even if you have 2 hours, whatever it is, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes there, whatever it is, if you do the right tools and you're always connecting with people, you can do it and not get overwhelmed. It's when people don't have the organization skills and they don't know what to do that they can get completely overwhelmed, and that's when the low happens. But for you to keep that high that you are feeling right now or that you felt last Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it's all about enrolling people. We get euphoric when we help people. We are euphoric when someone calls us back. It's euphoric when we receive a referral from someone. Everybody say yes, raise your hand if that's how you feel when any of those situations happen. So if you want to keep your high, that's how you do it. We go down when we stop doing the business. We go down when we don't reach out to enough people. So you just don't worry for those that don't respond or say no, whatever. They don't know what they're missing out on. We know we can't help it. Their time will come. And if they truly will be here, they will be. We just don't know when. Sally just came to me 20 years later. It took 20 years for that girl to say yes to me. I still loved her in between. Doesn't matter. She still watched, supported, sent referrals, did all kinds of other stuff. She just never said yes. It's a matter of when she said yes. All right. And by the way, now she said yes last month, and they now have a team of 1, 2, 3 people and should have 6 people by the end of the week. So don't worry about them. Move on. All right. So going back to our vision. Okay, I think that's about all I'm going to cover. We're going to skip a little bit. You've got to go through this, and we'll somewhat go through the 90-day game plan together, somewhat, but you guys need to move fast, and so go at your pace. Just make it a fast pace. So you need to set your schedule, know your schedule. We can always do a scheduled talk if you guys want to. But the most important thing about having a schedule is write down every single thing that happens in your life. Write down everything from your dinner time to your shower to workouts to everything. No, we're pretty routine humans. We do a lot of the same things all the time, so it's really probably pretty easy to come up with what you do every day. Whenever you see those little empty blocks of times, that's when you do your business. And whether you write it in of call 3 new people or call a new person or just isogenics. I don't care what you write in there, just as long as you do something. But always keep in mind, you've got to spend 80% of your time actively speaking to new people. And we'll talk about that. All right, 20% with your time, with your team, guys. Again, you're the tour guide, the tour guide, the tour guide, the tour guide. You've got to reach out, talk to new people, and teach your team exactly how to do the same thing. And if your team is doing what you're teaching them to do, of reaching out and talking to new people, they don't have time to talk to you anyways. Right? I don't talk to Damon, Aaron, and Christina very much. They're busy. They're on the phone. They're talking to people. They check in with me when they need to or when they need something. You guys can always check in with me and you can always connect with me. That's never a problem. But when you're busy, you don't have time. You really honestly don't. And you don't need that extra assistance because you're doing it. It's a very simple business. If it starts to become stressful or if it starts to become overwhelming or if something happens and you're just not at that high, take a step back. Annie just wrote it, focus, and remember, I need to be a tour guide. I need to market to people. I need to have the people be attracted to what I'm offering, and I need to take them on a tour of what we have to offer and then make sure they have the best experience. And that's it. It's easy to get wrapped up. It's easy to recreate the wheel. It's a lot of fun to do that. Don't do that. It's just time consuming. All of this stuff is done. Isagenix has the best tools out there. How many of you have ever been in network marketing before and never received tools like what we have? Right? I've always had to recreate. I've always had to come up with stuff. I don't have to do that. I'm copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. All right? I send out the same videos all the time. All right, real quick, videos to send out. Go ahead and chat on your favorite videos that I send out to new people. New videos. I love the New You, New Day with Angelique and David Norrie. I love the new Why Isagenix. You share, they share, repeat. I do a lot of Greta J's story. I do a lot of Angie Bilderback's story. I was personally involved, so of course I'm very attached to both of them, but they're impactful stories. All right, Angie lost 160 pounds in 8 months. Greta changed her entire nutrition, lost 100 pounds. Her doctor allowed her to stop taking her diabetes medicine because of all of her transformations. Find your favorites. Be able to find them super fast, save them, have them so you just copy, paste, copy, paste. Know your favorites. Go ahead, type in your favorites, or in Biz, we have a lot of the other favorites, the business favorites, but also know your coaching favorites. Don't overthink anything. It's when you overthink that's when things start to go down. When you don't have to think and things just start to happen, are you on a high? Right? So stop thinking and just do. The 100-pound club video today. Great one. Emotional. Emotion creates motion. That is a great example of what Tony's talking about. You get someone who needs and wants to lose 100 pounds and you send that to them and you show them that that can be real. That emotion creates them to enroll. The emotion. All right. Your job, Erin, keep them excited, coach them through, help them to have a great experience. When you do the ISA tools, it will also prompt you as to when to start talking to them about the business. It will give you the words to say, and it will tell you the day to do that. So the ISA tools is really a way for us to stop overthinking everything and just react. The tour guide, the motion, just do, 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 do. All right. Okay. Contact list. So important for you guys to have that list. Are you guys always constantly writing down new names? You guys all have a contact list handy right now. If you don't, that's one of your #1 priorities when you get off the phone. Write down all the people you need to contact. All right, we get to a point where you're never going to remember. You're not going to remember who you spoke to, who said yes, who said call me later, who had an interest. It just won't happen. And you'll end up forgetting about them. And when you contact them back 6 months later, they probably already started. So our job is to know exactly who we connect with, however you want to do that. Some people love a tickler box, and they can reach in on a specific day and say, this is who I need to contact today. This is when I'm supposed to follow up. You write it in a planner. You write it on your whiteboard. I have whiteboards that have names scribbled all over. I don't always show my whiteboards. So I probably should, because they're messy. All right, but whiteboards aren't necessarily meant to be crystal clear and clean. They are meant to be messy, because the more messy they are, the more names I have, right? So that's what it's all about, the more names, more names, more names. What to say and how to do that. All right, I firmly believe in Jim Lupkin's program. I want to start this again. I don't want to add to your schedule. That is not what I intend to do whatsoever, but I think there's very specific tools that are so important. I highly believe in the IsaBody for everybody, because that does keep us on track. Now, keep in mind, you as a business owner need to separate IsaBody. You can either be an IsaBody finalist or you can be a millionaire. It's really hard to be both. You focus on your health, or you do great with your health, or you focus on the business. It's really hard to do both. Lauren Kreider is probably the only person I've ever worked with that can do both. All right, very few people can do that. So make a choice. Whatever your choice is, that's fine, but know that. However, your people, your customers need to definitely be an IsaBody, and they need to work that as much as possible, because that's their health, and that's why they came to you. 84% of our people are customers. Let them be customers and let them have fun and experience the most incredible health that they have ever done. But if you want to be a millionaire, you've got to focus on that. Make sure your health is great, okay? But know that there's two different focuses. Healthy mind and body. That's an extremely incredible one. How many of you have had a great experience and had a whole real life-changing experience with healthy mind and body? Super important for you to have that in check. Rod Hairston is a Tony Robbins master trainer. So a lot of Rod's program comes from Tony and all of his education that he gave Rod. So the two mirror each other extremely well. It's 15 minutes of your day every single day for 60 days, or if you've moved on to the 45-day program or whatever it is. But it's well worth it to fit it in. I also believe highly in Jim Lupkin's social media training. And I believe in it for many different reasons. I think it really goes great with what we do, because he gives a schedule. He only allows you to spend so much time with so many people, and he tells you who to connect with, how to find them, and what to say. So Jim Lupkin comes from a network marketing experience. He has 22 years of network marketing and 22 years of Facebook. Way before Facebook really even came out, he was already doing Facebook and MySpace and so on. So he understands what a network marketer needs and how we think. And we get bored really fast. We don't like paperwork. We're messy. We're all of that kind of stuff. He gets it. So that's why he has really perfected it as to spend 5 minutes doing this, 10 minutes doing this. This is what you say. If they respond, you say that. If they don't respond, you do this. And if you just follow that program, again, you don't have to think. Not that I want us to stop thinking, but I want us to go into massive action. And in order to go into massive action, you stop thinking and you just do. You don't let that emotion come in. You just do. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. All right, so those are the things that I really highly believe in. I want to start that. Let me know privately, not here on chat, but either privately or somewhere on Facebook, that you really truly want to be a part of that program. He is offering it for $1 right now if you haven't signed up. If you've already signed up and you've paid for the subscription, then it's time to just put it to use. So I really began today, and I'll begin tomorrow. I just want to rock and roll right through that program so that you guys get really comfortable and you don't have to think about what to do. It becomes such a mindset of staying organized. And so the biggest part of Jim's program is staying organized through Facebook. All right, another way to stay organized. So you friend someone. Here's the thing. All right, I was speaking to a gentleman yesterday. 4,000 friends. All right, and he's all excited and he's high and mighty because he's got 4,000 friends on Facebook, and he just started in February. Do you know what my first actual reaction to that was? How many of them actually know you, and how many of them do you know? If you have 4,000 friends since February, you don't know them and they don't know you. You're just friend. If you truly want to make an impact and you want to do that, you need to know them and they need to know you. So that's by posting different things about your life, looking at their Facebook, and those that you really want to work with, you see first. And you organize them. Are they a customer? Did I send them samples? Have they not responded to me? All of those different things that you can organize in Facebook that Jim will teach you. And you can easily find out, who do I need to speak to today? Just go into Facebook. Oh, I sent this many people samples. I need to follow up with all of those people. Oh, these are all my customers. I need to follow up with all those people. And then you comment back and forth. All right, so today was a great example. I was talking to Jim, and he's reached out to quite a few of you who purchased his book system back in December, January. And he's reaching out to every single one, and he's offering them, I don't know if he's offering it for them for $1 or free or a special coupon or something, but something special because they've already purchased his program, and he wanted to reintroduce his new program to them. And I had one girl in particular talk to me at Celebration, and she's just like, Jim reached out to me because of our relationship and because of how he felt and how we worked together. And it was very special to her, which it should be. And he reached out because they did have a very special connection. And she is one of our rock stars and really took his program to the top. But Jim teaches us how to do everything in numbers, right? Everything's in masses. He's reaching out to 50 people a day. And it's all the same thing every and every. But each of the people he's reaching out to feel, as they should, and hopefully they do, that he is personally reaching out to them and really wanting this relationship, and he does. And so that's how we want to make people feel. When we go in massive action, it's not just, hey, I'm a part of this nutrition company, you should check this out. No, I've been watching your posts. I really see what you're going through. I understand what you're going through, and I want to offer you what we have, and really understand and let them know you're really going to be there to take them on that journey. And so Jim will teach you how to do massive numbers, but make it so personal that they know you are reaching out directly to them. You're watching their posts. He did the same thing when he connected with me in December. I felt like he watched everything about my posts. I felt like he really, truly wanted to get to know me. And he probably did, but that's what he does. And that's how he teaches people how to be. So it's a great way to really, truly build relationships and have people know who you are. All right, well, let's go ahead and unmute, and let's talk about questions, comments, concerns, anything that's going on in your head, anything you need to say out loud. Go ahead and unmute, guys. I'm going to give you guys a challenge. I got to check up on these comments. All right, thank you, Liz, for joining us. Hello, yes.
I just will say that not being at Celebration for me was probably even more of a major motivator than being there this time around. I don't ever want to miss another event again.
Yes, I agree, Ellie. So, Ellie, if you guys don't know Ellie real well, Ellie this is her first time. Oops. Sorry, Ellie's first time not attending one of our major, well, probably any one of our core four, because Ellie's been at all of them. And she wasn't able to go to this one. And you guys just heard how she reacted. It was more important for this one, and she learned more by not being there because she knows she's never going to do it again. But Ellie, luckily you have all these people to learn from and to feel that. And we're going to just link arms with you and take you the entire way. So it's all good, sweetheart. Very good. Anything else from tonight, guys? How are you guys all feeling? Go ahead and put in the chat box. How are you feeling from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being your high? How are you guys feeling right now?
I think that's a fair
Let me
question.
see the numbers come in. All right, good. Go ahead, let me know, guys. Good. Good. Okay, good. We need to link arms together. We need to link arms and always be there for each other. If anyone drops to a 7, a 6, or a 5, do your tools, reach out, Anyone that reaches out to you, make sure you can get them to a 10. And if you can't get them back to a 10, let someone else know that can get them to a 10. All right, we don't have drama in this group. We don't ever want drama. We just want to build people up, and we want to make them feel fantastic and feel great and believe in them. It's so easy to believe in people. It really, truly is. And we can believe in them more than they can believe in themselves. So if we can give them that belief in them, they will then begin to believe in themselves. And that's the best gift you can give to someone. So tonight, I want you all to kind of go through what all happened, rewatch this tonight. Hopefully you are all walking away on a high and all at a 10, and revisit anything you need to revisit. But also tonight is the night to make a list of names. Just take 10 minutes, set your timer. Okay, do things scheduled. You can easily get wrapped up and do things for an hour. Take 10 minutes, be with your family, take 10 minutes and write down as many names as you possibly can. Keep that notebook with you at all times. You're always going to think of new people. And if you don't write them down, that name will escape you. And if you don't know their name, think of something about them, where you know them from, who you know them from, the color of their hair, any experience you've had with them, so that later on you can remember that's their name. Whether you can connect with them right away or not, you write down their name. Always, always, always keep that notebook handy. And writing down names brings you back up to a high, because that gives you action, and action gives you emotion, and motion creates motion. So again, all of these little tools, if you can, I'm going to highly recommend and challenge each and every one of you to schedule some kind of party. Parties can be anything. All right? Zoom parties are fantastic and Facebook parties are fantastic, but you want the belly to belly. You want to do something. Whether you invite one person over or 5 people over to taste shakes, have a cup of coffee, just to chat with you about your high and your experience, and say, just please me. Just, you've got to go with me. I'm on a high right now, and I understand I might be a little loony, and that's okay, but don't you want to be loony with me? Right? You know those people that do. So grab them and ask them to come over. Do a tasting party. Go to them. Have them invite their people. Go to your work. Go to somebody else's work. And hey, can I provide you guys lunch? Love you, Sasha. Can I provide you guys lunch today? Do a facial party. If you have fallen in love with the skincare, who loves the skincare? All right. I think I've talked before. I got a $5,000 a month account from having a facial party years ago. Do facial parties, guys. Have people come over, and men too, and have them just experience our entire line of the facial products. Don't forget about that. All right. You guys may or may not know Dave MacArthur. I had the pleasure of meeting him at Celebration this year. I was so excited. I've never met him in person. I love his story. If you don't know Millionaire or Mechanic to Millionaire, please Google that. That is an important one, because that is all of your blue collar, hardworking, stressed out fathers, husbands who don't know what to do, who feel stuck. And that story provides the realness that you have a solution for them. Get to know that story and just be able to tell these stories. Whether you hit play, just like Trudy and Tanya, you hit play and then you let them taste the product. Or you have the facial and they put the products on. Or you sit down and you just have a belly-to-belly, heart-to-heart talk about what this offers and how you can help them make solutions happen in their lives, whatever it is. I challenge you to open up your heart, open up your home, go somewhere, and just introduce this to a group of people, and very quick, before the end of next week, within 2 weeks, start this. When you have an event, you'll always stay high. Events make motion. Events put you to work. If you have an event, you better, and I know you all will, you do everything you can to make sure people are going to attend your event. You're not going to host an event and say, oh, well, nobody's showing up. No big deal. You know, it's okay. I really didn't want to do it anyways. No, you host an event. You want anyone and everyone to come. And you're okay with who doesn't come, but you're ecstatic for who does come. So always have an event scheduled. Work together if you want to. Work however, separately together. Partner with someone. Last thing I'm going to talk about is partnership. All right, we have a lot of couples going on right now, and that's the most beautiful thing. When you are a couple, you've got to find your place, who does what, and know that. And it may switch, it may change. But if you guys can talk tonight about, I'm really good at, and I would love to do this, and you're really good at, and I'd love for you to do this, figure that out, okay? Talk to each other, but work together, because you're attracting different people, you're attracting different types of people, and you're going to bring all of them together. Like Linda talked about, somehow we have this huge mesh of people on our team and in this community that all love each other. And that's how it happens. You just bring all these different personalities together and show the beauty in everybody. And that's how the world really, truly works. Everything comes from love. The other thing with a partner, even if it's not your spouse, and your spouse may not be your partner, okay? And that's perfectly fine. Brad is not necessarily my partner. I know Brad's place in this business, and he knows his place and he knows mine. He's not my partner. He doesn't want to be. It's okay. He knows what he needs and what he wants to do. But I've chosen different ones of you to be my partner throughout the years. And I know my partners lift me up. My partners keep me excited. My partners make me feel grounded and balanced and know that I'm always doing the right thing. Find your partner. You have to have someone that will do that for you. And they may not always know you're their partner. There's a couple of you on this call right now that you're my partners, and you may or may not know that, but you're my go-to. And I have my go-tos for different things. I know exactly who will take me high and who will take me to that place. And a couple of you have even gotten that phone call from me before of, I just need a friend. And I hope she laughs because she knows who she is. I'm waiting. All right, it's you, Annie. Annie's gotten that phone call before, but I've been her partner in the past. I need a friend. So find that person. All right, guys, that's all I have to say. That was a lot. Any questions, comments, concerns, anything? Everybody's good? Everybody knows your plan?
Stephanie, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Lewis.
Hey, I just want to thank you for that. And I'm sorry, I'm driving right now. I drove an hour and a half to go work out with my son who just joined our company. I made a commitment to go work out with him every Tuesday. And let you guys know, it's just excitement. And I'm so glad I went to Vegas for a week. I'm pumped up. I gave out samples to 5 people. I passed videos out to 9 people this week. We're getting ready to rock and roll. And, you know, you guys, I'm so happy for this team. So lucky to be with you guys. And, man, let's rock and roll this thing. I'm having so much fun, you guys. You just can't believe it. So, everyone, let's get rocking and rolling with this thing. And, boy, we'll see everyone at the top.
And that's it. The man has spoken. You're awesome, Lewis. Thank you. You guys are all phenomenal. I appreciate every single one of you. Here's to what's going to happen between now and next Tuesday. Write in, type in, keep each other informed. Another way to stay on top and to stay high. You guys are all brilliant. And it's so exciting to be partnering with each and every one of you. All right. Anyone have anything else? It's time to go to work. Let's rock and roll, guys. Okay, thank you guys all so much. I'll send out this recording.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, guys. It's so cute.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you, Lewis.